Good afternoon. My name is Kitty Barringer, and I work for the Brain Injury Association of North Carolina. Thank you for joining me today at Follow the Turtle, Educate Yourself. Today, I'm going to begin by giving you an inspirational thought. This is a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. As long as a man stands in his own way, everything seems to be in his way. So my advice on that quote is to be careful where you go. And I will begin our new topic today, which is going to be on advocacy for yourself or someone you love, or for services for people with brain injury. The definition of advocacy is public support for or a recommendation of a particular cause or a policy. For example, you can advocate for a loved one to get services that they need that they may not be able to advocate for themselves. You can advocate for a brain injury survivor in general, and you can participate in helping them receive social and recreational activities just like anyone else, and not be disqualified because of their injury. So the first thing you might ask is, well, how do I do this? So I'm going to give you, I believe, 6 steps of overall how to advocate for yourself or someone else. First off, you need to know what barriers there are for you. What do you need? What things stop you from participating in an activity? Sometimes, even though we have the ADA supporting us, sometimes there are still issues that have not really been recognized. So you need to know what it is that you need. The second thing is to know the legislator person in your area. You can find this out by going online and looking for your county and the people that are there to represent you where you are. So you need to know who to look for. You need to realize that your voice is very important. It does matter. And your voice can make the difference in someone voting for or against an issue or a particular policy. The fourth thing you can do, you can write or you can plan to visit your legislator. You have to be prepared. You have to know the particular law that you are talking about to them or the particular issue that is keeping you from being who you want to be. So you need to be able to explain this on why they need to support it or why they need to vote against it. The fifth thing is to have your documentation. Know all you can about yourself. Prove how their vote for or against whatever the issue or policy is. You need to know how that will help you or harm you. The sixth and final thing is to realize that this is not going to be done right away. Like when you walk out of the office, they will not get to it the very second that you talk about it. So don't lose your cool. Don't insult them. They will work on it and take notice that you have been there to talk to them about something that's very special to you. One thing that if you're advocating for yourself, one thing that really helps is for you to tell your own story. And if you do advocate for yourself or for someone else, you have to be mindful of the time of the person that you're talking to. You don't want to get bogged down in details. So it's best if you make yourself a little outline to follow and stay connected to that outline. First, you would like to tell them in your story what happened. For me, I was in a car wreck on a piece of road that was incorrectly elevated so that it held water and caused my car to hydroplane. Next, you want to tell them what you have endured to recover and to get your life back. For me, there again, I had to undergo 4 months of hospitalization, one being in a coma. I had to endure lots of therapy. I had to endure not being treated as a first-class citizen. I needed to have my self-confidence built back up. And sometimes that means having things fixed or changed so that you can be productive and feel like you fit right back in with society. Then the next thing you tell them is how you are doing now. And for me, I am doing well now. I don't have the issues that I once had, being able to move around and be involved with certain things. Now I have to be mindful by looking at situations such as stairs versus ramps, sometimes restrooms where you can't reach the hook to hang your pocketbook or your jacket or something like that. Then you need to go into telling the person what has been helpful to you. Just like I just said, the hooks have been helpful. The steps that are marked where they are different heights has been helpful. Sometimes special seating has been helpful for me to be involved in things that I have enjoyed. I believe there is now a place where you could go to concerts and sit in like a handicapped area, which is closer to the stage, and so you can see better and hear. But that might be something you need to check onto. And then the last thing you need to be sure and tell them is what you still need help with. Well, one thing that has helped me a whole lot, and it may help you, and that is to go to your doctor and explain what you're having trouble with. For me, it was walking distances to facilities. So I was able to get a handicap sticker, which will help me park closer. And eventually now sometimes I don't park at handicapped so that I could have the exercise of walking. But initially it really has helped me. So also one thing I wanted to tell you is that nobody advocated for me because I fell through the cracks. So my advice to you is don't let yourself fall through the cracks. Know what you need, and if you can't talk, find somebody that can help you tell your story and advocate for you. Now I'm also advocating for people that have had brain injury prior to their discharge. I am connecting them with the Brain Injury Association of North Carolina to receive complimentary memberships because they have had a brain injury. And so now I linked them with the Brain Injury Association, and the association sends them a care package after they get home. A lot of patients or a lot of people that I see in support groups have said, why didn't somebody tell me this in the hospital? So Kitty has picked that up and gone into the hospitals to try to advocate for the people before they leave. So to review all this, I'm gonna, I've put it in 4 easy steps. Advocacy can be done by a family member or a friend, and you can speak for yourself if you want to. Just keep it short and concise. You can, I got ahead of myself, you can advocate for yourself. Number 3, you can support the Brain Injury Association of North Carolina because we can advocate for you in the legislature in Raleigh and also in Washington, D.C. And the 4th thing is a way that you can advocate for yourself, and it's called Unmasking Brain Injury. And this is a project that we do through the Brain Injury Association, and each survivor can make a mask. And then this group of masks that we make is taken all over the state to different facilities and different health fairs, and you can show your feelings and your thoughts about your own brain injury on this mask. And we do have ideas to help you figure all that out. So it's not something that is real hard to do. It's just a lot of fun to do that. And then you know that your words are going all around the state telling your own story. And people love to look at these masks and read about your stories. And this educates others about brain injury and the causes of the brain injury, whether they be a stroke or an aneurysm or fall or car accident. You're allowed to say things like that on your description of your mask. So those are 4 ways that you can advocate for yourself, or someone else can help you advocate for something that will help you live life after your brain injury. You can check out a Brain Injury Association of North Carolina online, and our website address is BIANC.net. BIANC.net. You can also call us at 1-919-833-9634. There you will be able to talk to someone about wanting to participate and getting information on advocacy. And also the masks are on there. And you can see them on our Facebook homepage for the Brain Injury Association of North Carolina. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for calling on me. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again in May on the 18th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.